Hare Krishna. I'll be reading from One Step Towards Krishna. Ashoka and Shyam. Ashoka was a small boy who lived just a few blocks from the Hare Krishna temple with his Mata and Pita. He had to spend a lot of time alone at his house while his parents were at work at their restaurant. So, to protect Ashok, his parents gave him a dog who he named Shyam. Ashok was given all kinds of food to eat, which his parents would bring home from the restaurant, but he would have to pick through it carefully so as not to accidentally eat any meat. And the rest could be for Shyam. Shyam would eat almost anything that Ashok didn't want. Ashok was a vegetarian, but his parents were not. Ashok sometimes tried to make his own food and offer it on a little altar he set up in an empty kitchen cupboard. His parents were from India, but they had fallen from the proper way. Ashok tried his best to offer nice foods to Sri Krishna, the way he had seen his grandfather do it back in India. One day, when Ashok and Shyam were alone at the house, Shyam began to bark very loudly. Shyam had black, silky hair, and he was a very gentle dog, but he barked very loudly to protect Ashok's backyard. Some of the neighbors didn't like the barking because it was so noisy. One neighbor in particular began to feel very hateful towards poor Shyam, and he threw a heavy rocks at him. Ashok would always tell Shyam to be quiet, but he wouldn't. So that a rock wouldn't hit him, Ashok opened the back door to let Shyam in. Suddenly came a loud, frightening noise at the window. A big rock, thrown by the neighbor, had hit the screen window near the dining room table. It tore a hole so big in the screen you could fit a fist through it. Because Ashok was just a boy, he was very afraid and didn't know what to do. But he locked the doors and sat down with Shyam to tell him, "Shyam, please don't bark so loud. Someone is so mean that he wants to hurt you. Shyam, let me see your paw." The paw Shyam held up was cut and bleeding a little from being hit by a rock. Ashok found a clean white cloth and wrapped it around his dog's paw. "How could someone throw rocks at you, my Shyam?" he asked. Ashok's parents got home about that time, and he showed his Pita the large rock that had flown into the house, ripping a hole in the screen window. His Mata gave him a take-out container from their restaurant for his dinner, and Ashok thought, "I must give this to poor Shyam. He must be hungry." "Don't think meat will hurt you," said Ashok's mother as she put it on her son's plate at the dinner table and went to take her shower. "Well, it hurt the animal that was killed," thought Ashok. Then he turned and noticed the damaged screen and Shyam sitting just outside the window with his bandaged paw. Ashok forced his fist through the hole in the screen and dropped the animal foodstuff down to his black dog, who ate it up, as animals will do. But still the problem was not solved. Why do my parents bring me meat? Ashok wondered. The children at the temple would never be told to eat meat. Why do I have this on my plate? Just then, Ashok's Mata, tired from her day at work, came from her shower to sit and talk with Ashok while he ate. "Did you do your homework?" she asked, and then she noticed the hole torn in the screen by the big rock thrown at Shyam. "I didn't finish. Mata, I don't want to lie to you. I gave all the meat to Shyam. I remember what Grandpa said not to hurt the animals, so I cannot eat the meat you bring." But then she saw a rock on the table and forgot what they were talking about. "How could this rock come through the screen?" she asked, holding up the rock. Ashok had left it on the table when he showed it to his Pita. "The people who threw it were very strong," answered Ashok. "How could they do that to poor Shyam?" she asked, and she felt a little scared of the neighbors. "Mata, no one should hurt animals. Not Shyam, not any animals," Ashok insisted. Ashok's Mata thought about the food she bought him for his dinner and felt sad. "You're right, Ashok. This is very bad that they would try to hurt Shyam with a rock. I don't want to eat meat like they do," said Ashok. "Please forgive me," she said, feeling sorry for her poor son. "Please forgive me. From now on, I won't bring you any more meat. Only the dal, sabji and rice, and whatever else you want. I will make samosas. I am sorry I have so little time, but I will make you something nice." She hugged him tightly. "Oh, thank you, Mata. I just can't stand to see meat any more. And I hate even the smell of it. It's not fresh or good. And Mata, could I just ask that Shyam be allowed to come in the house while you and Pita are not here, so that he won't be hurt again?" "Yes, that will be all right," she said, smiling at her kind-hearted son. She was reminded of the good qualities of Ashok's grandfather back in India, who was a genuine Vaishnava. Thank you. Hare Krishna.